This is a Beauty Big Bang review, and here is my 10% off code you could use on your next purchase. Here are the products I'm going to review from Beauty Big Bang, and I'm going to review these water decals, and I'm going to review also some glow pigment. This blue one is 5A and the pink one is 7A, and also this stamping plate, and it is a floral and butterflies, and it's Beauty Big Bang number 16. For today's video, I'm going to use the glow pigment powders with clear gel polish. They do come with a pre-cut on the side, so you can open it easily. And the bad thing about this is that they're not resealable bags, so you will have to find a container or a little baggie to store them. Okay, so I'm gonna use this palette here. I'm gonna put a drop of my base gel coat, and then I will add some little scoops with my cuticle pusher of the pigment. I'm starting off with this pink one first, and then with a dotting tool I just mix it up together until all the pigment is well mixed, and you just keep on adding pigment until you get the desired shade that you want. Once it's mixed in very well, you find a gel brush if you have one. I didn't have one at the moment, so I'm using this liner brush that is for gel polishes. So I started to brush it onto the nail. I added thin coats. And I just use alcohol to clean up the brush and to clean up around the side walls of the nails, so there won't be no gel when it's time to pop it into the lamp. So now it's time to pop it into the UV LED lamp or whatever you're using. I pop it into the lamp to cure for 30 seconds. So here's how it looks after the 30-second cure. So now I'm gonna add another layer. It doesn't show up that much, the glow, because I have my light on, but towards the end of the video you will see how this glow. The pink one gives off like a yellowish glow color, and then the blue one gives off a blue glow. So I'm gonna do the same thing with the blue pigment too. This pigment, it's a very pretty neon hot pink color. So now for this nail on the index finger, I'm just gonna add it to the top half by the cuticle area, because I want to do like an ombre with the pink and then the blue one. Before I cure it, I'm gonna add the blue shade as well, so it can just cure all at once. So I already added my drop of base coat, and now I'm just adding the blue pigment, and then with my dotting tool I start mixing it up. This is very easy to mix up. When you're mixing it, you will feel it grainy. You just keep on mixing it until you don't feel no more grainy, and then with your gel brush you just start painting it onto your nails. And here is how I store the pigments. I got this little baggie that you can find at your craft store. I found mine at Walmart. The one we use to store our glitter mixes. So I just fold the little tab on the pigment. I fold it 2 times and then I pop it into the baggie so it'll be able to fit, and then you just close it up. That is how I'm gonna store them. And if you just want to pour them into little jars, you can as well. So now for the middle finger and ring fingernail, I am going to paint them in white gel polish because I am going to add some water decals, and the only way the water decals will pop is if you have a white background. So I'm gonna add a thin coat on both of the nails and then pop it into the lamp. So here are the water decals I am going to use for this set. They are easy to use, and the one I have here of some ladies with their hair down. Some of them have black hair, some of them have red hair, and they do have this watercolor effect to it. So the first thing I do is cut the images that I want to use on my nails. Then I remove the clear film and then I pop it into the water for 10 to 20 seconds. After 20 seconds, I take it out of the water with a tweezer and then I start to pat drying it because you don't want no water bubbles on your decals, and then they slide off easily, and you see how sheer it is. That's why you need a white base, and then you just apply it to the nails wherever you want. And I didn't get that much wrinkles, only like a little bit on the side, but it was not noticeable at all. Now for the other nail, I want to use this other image that has like blues and pinks colors in it because I wanted to match with the glow nails. And that image does remind me of like David Bowie. Once I zoom it in, you guys will see. So I put it into the water again for 20 seconds, and then after the 20 seconds I pat dry them. And here is a closer look at the water decals. They look so pretty. I love this design. So now I'm going to use this BeautyBigBang number 16 stamping plate. I remove the blue film first, and then I give it one swipe of acetone. I clean it up. So I'm going to use the image of these flowers in the corner. I'm using Queen Blackjack stamping polish. I did not have no problems picking up the image. As you can see, that was my first try and everything picked up nicely. So that means the etching is really good. And now I'm gonna stamp it onto my nail. I just didn't measure it right and I missed a little bit on the top of the nail, but no problem because I'll probably bling it out with some crystals. So the second image I'm going to use is of these flowers with some vines, and I add the polish, scrape at a 45-degree angle, pick up, and then I remove with a lint roller the unwanted design I don't want on the nail. And before I stamp it, I decided to add some little white dots on the centers of the flowers so they could pop. Once I added the white dots, I let it dry for like 15 or 30 seconds since it's only little small dots. And then it's time to stamp it onto my nail. And for the pinky nail, I decided to use this single flower image that is on the top center of the plate. I am going to fill it in with white stamping polish, and then once I filled it in, you have to let it dry for like a good minute before you stamp it onto your nail. And now it's time to stamp it onto my nail, and you have to make sure that you have like a sticky base so it could stamp, or if not, it's not going to work. And then for my other hand, I did use the same image of the daisy looking flowers, but then on my thumb and pinky nail I used two different type of images, one that has the stripes with the little vines, and then for the thumb I used another single flower and I filled it in white, and then I blinged it out with some crystals. So this is my finished set. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you guys are interested in these products, all the links will be down below for the pigments, the water decals, and the stamping plate. And here is how the nails looked when they were charged. The pink one gave off like a yellow glow effect, and then the blue ones gave off a blue effect. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.